Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about a new acoustic electric guitar that I just got. So this is the Lava ME Air from Lava Music, and this is one of their newer models. I think it came out a few months ago, so it's pretty new. And I got this actually as a replacement for my Lava ME2, which is a good guitar. No like big issues with it. It's just that the Lava ME Air seems to me like a strict upgrade. It's just actually, the weight is pretty similar. This is a very lightweight, just like the ME2. This is about 4.3 pounds. I think the ME2 was roughly around the same weight, but the major upgrade to me is the thinness. So you see how thin this is? So for acoustic guitars, we would consider this kind of a thin line body. I actually have a Takamine guitar that has a similar type of profile. So you guys can see that the Takamine TSP10 that I have is part of their thin line series, and it's also very thin, also very light. I think it weighs maybe just a little bit more than the Lava ME Air. It's about maybe like 5 pounds at most. Yeah, this one is about 4.3 pounds, so it's pretty close. But yeah, this one is just as thin. Also, what's cool about the Lava guitars is, well, first the price is pretty good too. It's only 500 bucks. So this is cheaper than the Lava ME2. ME2 I think was like 600 bucks or something. This is 500 bucks, so it's cheaper. Still has the built-in speaker and everything. That's something I really liked about the ME2 to begin with. But this one, the Air, also keeps the same thing, while also being the slimmer type of profile. So it's pretty cool. I like Lava guitars. I think they make nice travel acoustic guitars. Like, it's not a full-size body or anything like that, so it's very easy to carry. So it's actually 36 inches, which is, yeah, it's smaller than a typical acoustic guitar, right? Like an orchestra model or a dreadnought. It's much easier to travel with and carry, and also very light. So the whole material here is carbon fiber. So that's Lava Music's thing. They make guitars with carbon fiber. They also make like more traditional wooden tops on some of their more expensive models, but what they're known for is acoustic guitars with carbon fiber tops and everything. And that also has many advantages. Now, the tone of the guitar isn't traditionally the same as other wooden acoustic guitars, of course, because the material is different. But I would say still sounds pretty good. Of course, I've had the ME2 before, and I really did like the sound of it. And also, you get the benefit of this not being, it's not being going to be changed by any kind of temperature, right? So with temperature and humidity, if you have a traditional wooden guitar, it's going to change the properties of that, and the wood might shrink or expand or whatever, and it might change the sound of the guitar. But it does not happen with the Lava guitars, of course, if they're the carbon fiber. And yeah, you won't have any issues with the maintenance of the warping of the neck or anything like that, because it's all carbon fiber. So yeah, I consider that a benefit, having kind of newer material. I think one thing is this comes in only a few colors, so this is the silver color, but they only have 3 colors for this, which is kind of a letdown, because the ME2 came in this bright blue color, which I really liked, but they don't have that for the Air, so I just got the silver color. So that's one thing that's a bit of a letdown, is the color selection for the ME Air is not as good. Alright, so let's go over the specs of this guitar. So first, it has the Freeboost magnetic system, which is, I guess they have the magnetic pickup somewhere here. This is the magnetic pickup here. And of course, it's acoustic electric as well, so you can actually plug in your cable right there. So this is, yeah, where you plug that in, similar to a lot of other acoustic guitars. And you also have a charging port here. This is USB-C. That's an upgrade over the Lava ME2, which was a micro USB, and also the spot is better as well. So it's easy to find the charging port, whereas on the ME2, it was actually inside here, which is a little bit more annoying, right, to plug in your cable, and plus it was micro USB, which is older standard. So it's good they upgraded to USB-C here, and also it's in a better spot as well. And yeah, it has a built-in speaker. That's a feature of the Lava ME guitars. This is a small body, and it's a thin line body on top of that. So it doesn't have much, I mean, it still has a decent amount of acoustic projection, but in order to make the sound even louder, and louder than what the size would indicate, then they have a speaker to help project the sound even more. So once you turn the speaker on, it really sounds much louder than it looks, basically. So this is almost a parlor size acoustic guitar, but it sounds more like a regular size acoustic guitar when you turn on the speaker. And battery capacity 3350 milliamp hours. Glad that they upgraded to USB-C. Like I said, they have zinc alloy 20:1 ratio tuners, and these are Lava branded tuners, so they actually don't have any brand on them, but they're specific to Lava. They're pretty easy to use. And zinc alloy knobs. The neck material is Aersonic 2 carbon fiber composite. So yeah, this is again great material for necks. It's not going to work or anything. It's carbon fiber. So this is a C-shaped or U-shaped neck. Goes all the way up to let's see, 40, 50, 60, 17 frets. It looks like. Yeah, it goes up to 17 frets on the neck. And nut is PPS material, and the saddle is PPS material. So that's synthetic material. It will sound a little bit different than, you know, your natural materials like wood, but like bone. Yeah, usually you have bone nuts and bone saddles, so it's going to sound different than bone, but it's going to sound different anyways because the whole guitar is like made of more synthetic material. Yeah, the fretboard material is called HPL, which is interesting. It looks like ebony to me, so it looks like an ebony fretboard, but it's actually this HPL material. Fretboard radius is 15.75 inches, almost 16-inch radius, so it's a very flat neck. So it's great for soloing. If you're an electric guitarist, then it'll be much easier to solo on this thing, because yeah, this is a very fast playing neck, very comfortable. Neck joints about 14 frets, and yeah, bridge material same, HPL. Top material is called Super Aersonic Carbon Fiber Composite. And yeah, again, carbon fiber, very different than your typical spruce tops. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the specs. There's 3 knobs here. So this knob is, if you hold it down, it's going to turn on the speaker, the free boost system. This is the knob for controlling the reverb level, so it has built-in reverb effect. This knob is for controlling the chorus, that has a built-in chorus effect as well. And there's another volume dial here. Actually, I think this is a dial that to mix between the magnetic pickup and the acoustic simulation. Like when you plug it in, you can mix how much comes from the magnetic pickup and how much comes from the acoustic side. So you have a little knob there. So yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it. And then you got strap knobs here and strap knob there. So that's pretty much it. It's very light, and this honestly, it feels like a very futuristic looking guitar, right? And that's how I feel about Lava guitars, is that, if Apple made a guitar, it would look something like this, right? Yeah, it's very futuristic looking, very high-tech. Their higher-end models are more high-tech, though. I purposely chose the Air model because it's almost like a strict upgrade over my ME2, because the ME2 just had the same kind of knobs at the same positions. The higher-end models, like the Lava ME4, they have like a built-in like app here, like almost like it's a screen with like a smartphone app on it. And then you can do all sorts of different effects and stuff like that. You can still link this up to an app. So you can download the Lava Plus app, and you can adjust all those effects and hook it up to this model as well. But the higher end models, Lava ME4, those actually have a built-in display, and then you can adjust all your effects and stuff like that on the guitar itself. Which actually I don't like to deal with that. That's I find that's too many options. I just want to keep it simple. So for this guitar, the Lava ME Air and the Lava ME2, they only have these 3 buttons essentially, and that's good for me. I like to keep it simple. I don't like to fiddle around with too many apps. But even for this guitar, you do have the option to link it up to the app still if you want. But for me, I'm just going to play it straight up just with reverb and delay. I don't really need anything else for my acoustic guitar. Another thing to talk about is the case. The case that it comes with is a bit different than the Lava ME2. So the Lava ME2 came with kind of like it's a gig bag, but it's almost like a hard shell, because it was like the outside and everything was actually a little bit hard. But so yeah, the Lava ME2 actually came with like a semi hard shell case. This one just comes with a soft shell case. So this is a soft shell gig bag, but yeah, it's pretty normal, I would say. I don't know if it's an upgrade or a downgrade from the Lava ME2 case, but for me, I'm fine with this. Lava branded. One pocket here, another pocket here, of course. If you guys know guitar cases, they're missing a pocket here. There's usually a pocket here for gig bags. They're missing one there. And then when you open it up, there's just a strap for the neck, and that's really it. Overall, I don't mind it. I think it's fine for a $500 guitar. I mean, I don't really expect much. So this gig bag's fine. Sure, it's not expensive. It's fairly cheap looking, but you know, for a $500 guitar, I don't really expect anything. Like I've bought like Gresh guitars that were around $1,000 that didn't come with anything. They didn't come with any gig bag or anything. So the fact that Lava even gives you a gig bag is fine. Like at 500 bucks, right? There's a lot of guitars you buy at 500 bucks that don't even come with anything. So this is a nice little, you know, I consider this just a freebie. Like, yeah, it's cheap looking, but it's a freebie. And this is also what it comes with here. So, oops. Yep, comes with a hi, welcome to the Lava Amy Air Carbon. It's kind of like a quick start guide. This is like unboxing like electronics or something like that, except this is a guitar. So it's like a, you know, like a little Apple quick start guide or something like that, right? Welcome to Lava, and this is, I'm guessing it's just like to say this is what the controls do and everything. And here, set up the app, etc. Then you get a little microfiber cloth too. You get a pick. Nice of Lava to give you like a Lava branded pick. I'll use that now actually. I prefer the Dunlop Tortex picks, by the way. If you guys don't know, the Dunlop Tortex picks, that's my preferred picks. But anyways, I'll use the Lava one. And in strings, I don't know what strings they put on here. These are phosphor bronze. Okay, phosphor bronze strings that are unbranded, I'm guessing. They don't say what type of, not Ernie balls or Dardarios or something. It also comes with your USB-C to USB-C cable, so that's to charge the guitar. Actually, it's USB-A to USB-C. Sorry, yeah, USB-A to USB-C, which is what, yeah, most people would expect anyways. So yeah, simple USB-C cable there. All right, and one more thing, which is the Allen key. Yeah, so it comes with an Allen key, and that's for the truss rod adjustment, I'm guessing. And this is cool, right? The truss rod adjustment is not something that usually with truss rods covers, right? You got to unscrew it, but here it's just that you push it in and you see the truss rod. Huh, that's fun. So you don't need to actually unscrew anything here. You just push it down and then insert the Allen key in. That's pretty interesting. So easy to adjust the truss rod, I guess. Okay, that's pretty much it. Now let's get down to the sound of playing. I've already tuned it and everything. So this is just the natural acoustic sound. I didn't turn on the speaker yet. So yeah, without the speaker turned on, it sounds like a parlor acoustic, honestly. I mean, I owned a parlor acoustic before, the Gresh White Penguin, Rancher Penguin parlor. So I know what a parlor acoustic sounds like. Those are the smaller acoustic guitars. Yeah, it sounds like a parlor acoustic. I mean, given the size of this thing, that's not too surprising, right? Yeah, so it sounds pretty small. Doesn't have the full body of a bigger guitar like my Martin OMJM or Orchestra model or something like that. Definitely not like that of a Dreadnought for sure. So yeah, it sounds like a guitar of this size, like a parlor acoustic guitar when the speaker's not turned on. So now I'm going to turn on the speaker, just hold it in, and then yep, it's going to turn on, and then you also see the magnetic pickup light turn on as well. So yeah, I can adjust this. Okay, so yeah, it's actually got a little light here, LED light, which is cool. It's got LED light on here as well. That's something that's the ME2 didn't have. ME2 just had like a small little light here. This one has like a bigger light that's like yellow. I don't know how well you guys can see that. But yeah, and then this is with the effects turned down. So this is just with the speaker on. So it sounds a little bit louder. It's not like massively louder or anything like that, but it's going to sound louder than the size now. So now it sounds closer to that look. Yeah, it sounds like a bigger guitar now. Still like not as loud as a Dreadnought or anything, but louder than a typical parlor, I would say. Then I can turn on the reverb on. Turn on reverb. Turn it up a bit more. If I turn it up all the way, you guys should be able to hear the reverb. Alright, you guys hear that reverb all the way turned up. Turn it back down a little bit. I don't want reverb's too much, it's not good. Okay, and then I'm going to turn on the chorus. You guys hear the chorus? Turn up a bit more. Turn up to full. So chorus, if it's done right, sounds, yeah, actually the chorus on my Fishman Loudbox Micro is pretty good. If you do the chorus right on an acoustic, it sounds like you're playing a 12 string, basically. Okay, it's not as good as the one on my Fishman Loudbox Micro, but it's okay. Chorus is okay. It's not overwhelming or anything. That's the thing. If it's overwhelming, then I don't like it. So I just put a little bit of chorus and a little bit reverb. So yeah, now I have a little bit of chorus and reverb, and that's how I prefer to play it. Now it doesn't say how long the battery lasts, but yeah, for me I would pretty much always have the speaker on, if possible. Like, as long as the battery has a charge, I would always have the speaker on, because there's no reason not to. It just, you know, as you add the reverb and chorus, there's a little bit of ambience already built in, and it just sounds better. Sounds you know, a bit louder, has more ambience. So yeah, it just sounds a little bit louder and everything. There's no reason not to have the speaker on. It's just better. The guitar just sounds a bit louder and everything. So I would almost always have the speaker on. And yeah, it does sound different than your traditional wooden acoustic guitars, of course. Yeah, so you know, most guitars, like, they have the spruce top and everything. It's very different sound here. This is not as warm sounding. It's more bright sounding, and some might say a little bit metallic sounding. For me, it sounds fine. And the neck is easy to play. It's not as hard on your sometimes, like on acoustic guitars, right? It's just that you have a lot of humidity and stuff like that. The neck becomes harder to play. But this smooth carbon fiber, right? The 16-inch radius. It's an easy guitar to play. Yeah, and the sound, yeah, it's different than your traditional acoustic guitar, but I don't think it's bad necessarily, just different. It's brighter sounding. Some people might say more metallic sounding. That's because of the carbon fiber, right? So it's here, right? Sounds like a little bit brighter, more metallic. To me, not necessarily a bad thing, just a different kind of sound. Although, like people who are looking for more traditional wooden sounds, Lava does offer a model with a more traditional spruce top. More expensive, of course, but they do have a model with a more traditional spruce top for those of you guys who are looking for more traditional wood sound. But this is definitely typical Lava. I would say the carbon fiber sound with the built-in speaker. So. Okay, so now I'm going to plug it in and show you guys what it sounds like plugged in. Alright, so now I have it hooked up to my Fishman Loudbox Micro acoustic amp, and you guys can hear what it sounds like when it's plugged in. Okay, so yeah, I can use this dial to adjust the, I guess, magnetic pickup sound, and yeah, let's try it. Oh, it's very prominent here. The chorus and reverb is way more prominent plugged in. Okay. Yeah, so you guys can hear the magnetic pickup on. Like, basically this is how much is the magnetic pickup versus the more acoustic natural sound, I guess. Sound like an acoustic. It sounds like an electric when I have it fully turned up. So that's a magnetic pickup here. Yeah, it doesn't even sound like an acoustic, but if I turn it, dial it back down, then it's like... Yeah, now it sounds more closer to an acoustic, I guess, or a traditional acoustic pickup, like a piezo pickup. Yeah. difference here. I think there's a little bit too much chorus on that. Yeah, here we go. Just a little bit, touch of chorus and reverb, not too much. Okay, so this is like... Okay, so this is with a magnetic pickup rolled down, so it's less of an effect from that. So this is more of a typical, I guess, acoustic electric piezo type of sound here. But if I want to add in more of the magnetic pickup, then you guys can hear different sound. Sounds more mid-range and bolder, I guess. for soloing, I guess. But yeah, either way, this pickup system doesn't sound as good as my Takamines. I mean, let's be honest here, my Takamines got them. Their Takamine guitars, the Japanese acoustic manufacturer, they're known for their preamps. They sound way more natural than this. This doesn't sound like an acoustic guitar very much. It just sounds almost like an electric at times. Of course, it has the brightness, but this guitar is bright to begin with, right? Even without plugging in. Yeah, I'm not sure about this plugging in. Like, it sounds like maybe too bright to my ears. But yeah, this can all be adjusted. But I personally feel that this guitar sounds better unplugged than plugged in. Yeah, I mean, the preamp system isn't bad or anything like that. It's just I feel like it's way too unnatural sounding. Yeah, it really doesn't sound too much like. Doesn't really sound too much like an acoustic anymore. So yeah, I prefer just to play this unplugged. Yeah, if I plug it in, it just sounds like too bright. And it's already bright to begin with, but just too much of that when I plug it in. Even when I turn more of that magnetic pickup on, which has more mids, but still, it's a little bit too much. So I'm just going to play, unplugged but with the speaker on, basically, is how I'll usually play it. I was standing all alone against the world outside. You were searching for a place to hide, lost and lonely. Now you've given me the will to survive. When we're sometimes you just gotta let it ride. The world is changing right before your eyes. Now I found you, there's no more emptiness inside. When we're hungry, love will keep us alive. Die for you, climb the highest mountain, baby. There's nothing I wouldn't do. Now I found Okay, so I'm turning up the chorus and the reverb more because when I'm plugged in, the reverb in the chorus has a much more pronounced effect. But when I'm unplugged, it's not as noticeable, so that's why I gotta turn it up more when I'm playing unplugged. Okay. Here in my heart, I give you the best of my love. Oh, sweet darling, got the best of my love. Oh, sweet darling, got the best of my love. I'm going back in time, and it's a sweet but every morning I wake up and worry what's gonna happen today. You see a doorway and I see a mine, but we both see it slipping away. You know we always had each other, baby, but I guess it wasn't enough. Ooh, here in my heart, I give you the best of my love. Oh, sweet darling, got the best of my love. Oh, sweet darling, got the best of my love. Oh, sweet darling, got the best of my love. Okay, yeah, anyways, that's the Lava Amy Air. I recommend it to people who want to find a very light, thin, and portable guitar. Good for traveling, I would say. So the acoustic electric side, I would say that's kind of a mixed bag for me. I'm not sure if I like the way it sounds electrically, but certainly unplugged with the speaker on, the built-in effects and stuff, I think it's pretty good. So just a nice travel guitar. I would use it, yeah, just as my main, like, kind of portable travel guitar. When I go someplace, I would just travel with this, and it's affordable. It's only $500, so not too expensive. Yeah, I would say if you're looking for a very nice light, like, travel acoustic electric, then definitely check this one out, the Lava Amy Air. It's yeah, basically like the Lava Amy 2, except that it's got this thinness now, so it doesn't have that extra bulk underneath, which yeah, kind of like, I didn't mind it too much on the ME2, but definitely there's a little bit extra bulk on the ME2 because of that the Lava Amy Air doesn't have, and plus they upgraded to USB-C in a better location to recharge it. Also, yeah, the color is not quite as, I mean, they don't have as many colors as the ME2, unfortunately, but they do have the LED lights, I guess, which is kind of cool as well. Overall, very nice portable travel acoustic, very light and thin, and yeah, not too expensive. It's actually, yeah, cheaper than the ME2 was too as well. So that's it, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions about this guitar. Definitely recommend it to people who don't mind to have a different kind of sound than a wooden guitar, and you guys are looking for just something nice, light, and portable to travel with. So guys, and if you want to have something more, then of course Lava has more models, more expensive models that you guys can look at as well. But this is kind of like a more basic model that's more meant to emphasize the portability aspect. So yeah, thin and light aspect, I mean. So that's it, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. As always, thanks for watching.